have our story of what the A&M Club means to us. And so this presentation is really to talk about ways we can give back, monetarily to support this organization we care about so much. And we're going to touch on some ways to be, maybe a little more advantageous. As a club foundation, we have received a lot of things that we'll touch on here. We've received more donations from donor advised funds or estate gifts. And so we thought it would be good to touch on that, to talk about why is that beneficial for somebody, and maybe for your situation it might be good to touch on. So I'll turn it on over to Mitchell here.
Yeah, so I think Tim and I are obviously both very passionate about Aggie Park. I would assume most people in this room are as well because you're here on Monday, so I appreciate that. But one thing I see a lot, and I'm sure Tim sees this a lot as well, is our clients and the people I come across that are charitably inclined, in most cases these days, I don't see them taking advantage of any tax benefit of being charitably inclined. And I want to make sure that we show today some of the tools that have become more common, especially since 2018. There have been a lot of legislation and law changes over the last 6 years that have really changed the environment for taking advantage of the tax savings of potential donations. Okay, so that's the main focus of today's talk. There's several other ways we've got listed up here as ways that we can promote the mission of Aggie Park and San Antonio A&M Club and Foundation. But primarily today is for those of you that are donating either to this organization or to your church. I want to make sure that you guys are aware of some of the tools out there for taking advantage of some of the tax savings. If I can get this clicker to work. Okay, so here's 6 high-level ways that you can take advantage of your giving in a tax-efficient way. So the first one down in the bottom left, itemized deductions. You've probably all heard of this. It's prior to 2018, probably the most common way that people took advantage of tax savings for donations, but something changed in 2018 that actually, so prior to 2018, over 30% of all filers itemized their deductions. After 2018, that number dropped to less than 10%. So can anyone tell me what happened in 2018 that caused that change? That's exactly right. So the standard deduction in 2018 nearly doubled, meaning that I know